Ciao everybody, Caterina here. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, my beautiful granddaughter Siena asked me if I knew how to prepare Genetti. Of course. So that's what we'll be preparing today for her. Genetti Calabrese di Pasqua. Delicious, really simple to prepare. Now let's get started. All your ingredients for this recipe have to be at room temperature. We're going to start off with 6 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of sugar, zest of 2 lemons, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a generous pinch of salt, my wet ingredients is complete. Now we're going to start with the dry. In my bowl I have 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. To this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, I'm just going to give this a really good mix. Now that my dry ingredients is ready, I'm going to start adding it to my wet ingredients, a tablespoon at a time. I'm going to allow the machine to knead my dough for 5 to 6 minutes. My dough is ready. I'm going to divide it into 2 portions in the refrigerator for 40 minutes. I cut pieces of the Genetti dough and I'm just rolling it out to 6 inches long. I'm just going to attach it like a little donut here, like this. And I'll show you again, 6 inches. Roll it into a little donut, press it together, really press it together, and on my tray. My Genetti are ready for boiling. I placed some water in here. I'm going to allow it to boil, and I'm adding a generous tablespoon of baking soda in the boiling water for 1 minute. Once they rise to the top, I'm going to put them on paper towel. It's been about 1.5 minutes. Now that you see them floating to the top, you know they're ready. I'm going to remove them. Okay, the final batch is done. I'm just going to scoop them out. I'm going to allow my Genetti to cool for 10 minutes. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that they've cooled, all you're going to do is, with a very sharp knife, we're just going to cut halfway down the Genetti. Halfway down like this. That's all. See, like this. There. I have to do this with all the Genetti on my baking sheet now. In my preheated oven for 20-25 minutes, I will watch them. My Genetti turned out fantastic. I'm going to say it. If you could only smell my kitchen. I'm going to allow them to cool for half an hour before we glaze them. The glaze for the Genetti is very simple. 3 cups of icing sugar, the zest of 1 lemon, and the juice of 2 lemons. Just going to give this a quick mix. For that beautiful opaque white over the cookies, I'm just going to add a couple of drops of white food coloring. It's not as thick as I would like it to be, so I'm going to add an additional ½ a cup of icing sugar. Sometimes the lemons could be a little bit too big. I'm placing my Genetti inside my glaze, both sides, and then out. And on my tray I have parchment paper at the bottom to collect the drippings. Now, because I'm making these Genetti for my Siena, I have little yellow duck sprinkles and Peppa Pig sprinkles, which she will love. So all I'm going to do is just sprinkle them on top of the Genetti. I wanted to mention that some of the Genetti I double dipped them, and these here are single dipped, whatever you prefer. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. My granddaughter, Siena, is going to love these. I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy Easter Buona Pasqua a tutti, and it's Caterina from My Home to Yours. Don't forget to hit your like button, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Ciao!